And hello, welcome in. This is Magic. We're playing more Monster Hunter today, and we don't have too many more weapons to showcase, so I just figured, hey, might as well play some of this right here. There's only a few more hours left before we can't play any more of this at the time of recording this. Oops. So we're doing some Dual Daggers. The Dual Daggers is a quick and very straightforward weapon. You charge up the Demon Gouge. And then you unleash it, like so, which will rapidly eat up our stamina, but will instead be very strong. Will be very, very strong during it. There's this Arc Demon mode, I believe. I don't know how it got here. We're definitely making a dent in this one's stats. But as you can see, we literally just slash it. It feels exactly the same as in World. A bit more... like, a bit harder to control, though. Because you end up locking yourself into these wide animations. That is something that I disliked always a little bit. It's a bit more extreme here, meaning that you'll actually have to think a bit more. Before you can, before you mash buttons. It's a very short-range weapon too, you know? Even for melee, you know, usually you have some leeway, but you have to be up and personal with enemies to make use of it. But like, constantly feels like the character is like, I don't know, losing control here. Focus strike, turning tide. Oh my god, we're just corkscrewing right through it. Look at that, that's the Y and B blade dance ability. Oh my god. And while in demon mode, we apparently have an extra one. Blade Dance. Demon Flurry. I literally just attacked the first monster I could see. We have to sharpen our weapon. We use very quick attacks that deal less damage individually, but we have to make sure that our weapon is sharpened so that they can add up properly. Okay, come on. Where's the trap? Come on, man. Take care of that one. And corkscrew right through it. Holy. Okay, this is fun. But I would get bored from this quite fast, I'd imagine. Because it's very one-dimensional, you know? Attack fast, then attack faster. Okay, come here. Like literally just button mashing all around.
I think we can use it in combat.
Shoot it. Shoot it. By the way, this is not to say that it's unskillful. I'd imagine that especially because of how much you lose control and lock yourself into some combos. I think it's precisely because of that that it's a difficult weapon to maneuver. With the lunges and everything and some timing that you need, a sense of rhythm of sorts as well. I'd imagine that there's a lot you can do here in terms of skill expression. Like really showing that you are actually just good and not just button mashing, like I'm doing right now. And it seems to work out, by the way.
Get a load of these claws!
Let's take that. I also have the lance with me, so I'm just gonna switch over to that right now. I feel like that might be more fun. Oh boy. I forgot how immobile the lance is. Could have heals in van. Good. It better. Okay, maybe we'll switch. Let's do this, especially given that there's very little time left on the quest, if I saw it correctly.
We've been given more supplies. Check your safe pouch.
I dodged at the wrong time. Stamina management is also pretty important with this. So now we basically use up the charge we've gotten. If I understand correctly. And we got it. Cool. Let's end the quest immediately. It doesn't really matter. We don't really need stuff anyway, since most of it will be gone in a while anyways. Teabag real quick. We're gonna head into the player guide and look at the weapon controls for the lance, which has a mid thrust, a high thrust, a leaping thrust, a wide sweep, and a guard. Guard dash, leaping thrust, shield attack, power guard, which I believe is like a counter. The counter's attack's damage will be boosted with every hit you guard against. Then it's the dash attack, which is basically we dash forward, and that's the fun part. And then return thrust. After successful guard, we hit Y, which is a counter attack. And the payback thrust is after successful guard, we do this. It deals more damage. While it deals more damage than the light version, it will leave you open for longer. A forward step, attack, counter that can be performed after using a guard. And this one is easy to chain into a combo, and its speed allows you to guard again shortly after an attack, which is nice. And then there's this one, the victory thrust, which is a shield attack that is effective against wounds.
Yeah, I made all contact with
Press RB during a thrust attack to end the attack anytime. Cool. And literally the combos are Y. You know. And B. I don't know. You can see it. Let's look for something easy to showcase this weapon. Oh, damn. Let's take this one. Portable barbecue grill. Let's eat something real quick. And I know it's blasphemy, but I'll skip this. Oh, Alma sat down with us too.
Mind if I hop on?
Lance, like with the dual daggers, I've not played too much actually, namely because of the fact that they're very one-dimensional, and also they don't have too much going on there, you know, in World at least. In Rise, even less so, you know, it was literally just attack a bunch until demon mode is full, then go you know? And I had no idea how to deal with very fast enemies who were faster than me, you know? And against very strong enemies that were bulky and had like tough height, I literally could do nothing. So eventually I just, you know, I stopped playing after a few months. I'd imagine that with other weapons or whatever, you can do more. I think you can probably do every hunt with every weapon.
I'll just hop off for now.
We just rammed this thing, this bad boy.
You're thinking me, big guy.
Into. We literally just do this the whole time.
Now, engaging with the target.
Engaged in power clash. Oh, that felt good. Didn't block that. It's literally all about parrying, I guess. If I understand that correctly.
The monsters are fighting each other. Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Okay, that was cool. Lance always felt so slow to me. But eventually I learned the joys of literally just zooming around with the dash attack. I think this is where the luring pot might be good. But I did play a bit, like I didn't play much of it, but I did enjoy it a fair bit. It's kind of funny. I did, by the way, turn on arachnophobia mode. And now we've got a lot of these blobs.
I'll draw its attention.
Careful! Furious foe!
Oh. Come here. Come at me. Tammy, heal me.
Dent in it.
God first. I'm just gonna poke it to death. Okay. I'm pretty close to death here. Frost. Frost. Wait.
Stuck.
I'm pinned. Oh no. Not gonna lie, I love this arachnophobia mode. I don't feel like I've got all that much damage with this weapon, but I'm probably just doing it wrong. It would probably also help if I hit my attacks. Okay, we gotta heal up. Only got 22 minutes on the clock. Missed opportunity to let us charge on the Sacred. Oh, there we go. Victory first. Broken of apart. A bunch of frost attacks here. I'm very good at frosting, what can I say? Am I doing this right? There's a dash attack. Hold up. Oh. Charging up. I feel like it's healing. It's eating. How dare you?
Careful! That's one furious.
Okay. I got a lobby member somewhere. Oh, he knocked me up despite that. I thought I did counter it correctly. There we go. Wound destroyed. still got hit though. Is it leaving? Sharpen our lance. Attack, 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 attack. And raw finisher. Oh my god, that was cool. It's got 2 wounds on it. I probably should try and get it.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
To focus me. Don't sweat it. Who are these lobby members? Where did they come from? I hate that, by the way. I wish I could just create a private game.
I'll draw its attention.
There we go. Turns out I hit the wrong button to guard, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh! Okay, never mind. This is hype. This is hype, this weapon. Like, these moments here are really cool. I think I get it now, how to parry. And then this happens, and then I regret what I just said. And we got it. Now I don't regret anything. We'll end the quest immediately. We don't need to carve. We don't have much time before the open beta ends here at this rate. After all, we're gonna switch over to other weapons. Just to make sure that I actually get all of them, because we're still missing 2 weapons, I believe, if I remember correctly. So let's head over here. For now, I also have to look after my food, because it's on the stove, and I don't want it to burn. It's just pasta, so like it's been boiling there on low heat, you know? But I've salted it already, so it's boiling slower. Not the smartest move I've ever went for, you know? I had better ideas in the past, you know? You salt it after it's boiling, you know, not during or before, you know? That said, where's our camp, lady? Or camp in the first place. Is this not it? That's not it. I find this one a bit hard to overlook. There's a lot of hunters here. Damn. Anyways. That was the lance and the daggers. We're still, like, we did all of these. We're only missing the gunlance and the charge blade. So I'll switch over to the gunlance for now. And then I'll also switch over to the charge blade. 2 of the more complex weapons. The charge blade being the most complex weapon in the game. And the gunlance being like the lance, but with a gun inside, you know, it's pretty cool. It doesn't have the dash attack, but it does have like a shotgun inside of it. Okay, we're back. You've hardly noticed a thing. There's suddenly people surrounding us. We'll ignore them. I'm gonna have to eat something real quick. And then can head on to another mission. Recommended meal, cook with rations, sure. We'll skip the animation. I know it's blasphemy. You never do that in Monsanto, but we don't have much time before the open beta ends. And I'd imagine they just plug the they'll remove the plug from the service, you know? They'll pull the plug. That's the word. There we go. Jeez, I struggled. Gunlance. It's got a lateral thrust, lunging lateral thrust, the worm strike cannon. After wide sweep, we can use Y. It fires our worm stake cannon. It deals repeated damage to the part of monster it hits before exploding, dealing fire damage that cuts through the monster's blade. It means also that we need to reload afterwards. We also have the full blast after wide sweep. Shoots all remaining shells we've got in our gun. And the worm stake cannon. We've got the shelling attack that fires ammo, deals fire damage that cuts through the thickness of a monster's hide. You can perform shelling while moving in the direction of your choosing, and after attacking. You can perform moving wide sweep while moving in the direction of your choosing. Okay. Charge shelling. That charges shells before firing them all at once, dealing fire damage that cuts through the monster's hide. And then there's the rising slash as well as the guard, the reload, the quick reload during combo, and the wyvern fire. This would be the charge attack with the lance, but with the gun lance, it's the wyvern fire. It's you use one segment of the wyvern gauge to unleash the powerful wyvern fire, dealing fire damage that cuts through the monster's hide. It's basically more of the same. And then we've got the Drake Auger, which is a thrusting drill attack that is effective against wounds. Hitting a monster's wound or weak point will extend the length of the attack and allow you to finish by firing the wormstake cannon. You can also fire the wormstake cannon early by pressing RB during the drill attack. And then, aside from that, we've also got the charge blade over here that essentially will... There's a sword mode and an axe mode. Sword mode is basically like sword and shield, which is why I didn't play much charge blade before. And axe mode is kind of wild. Morphs your weapon switching modes. When morphing, the shield will automatically guard attacks while facing forward. Attacks that block. Some attacks while in sword mode can also guard. Timing of a move while the shield is facing the incoming attack will let you guard automatically. After guarding, you will be able to perform axe, super amped, elemental discharge with Y and B. There's a lot, honestly. But essentially, we've got a weak slash in sword mode, a double slash, forward slash, guard, and the savage axe slash after the perfect guard. We've got the morph slash, the charge. Use accumulated sword energy to fill your files. If the files are already full, the surplus will enhance the file. And elemental boost while charging with a shield. Send files to enter elemental boost, which will enhance your guard and allow you to perform axe, super amped, elemental discharge. Sword boost. So with our TNB, we can turn the sword energy we accumulate with sword attacks into files. And with shield, with like the holding B button will charge up our shield. And with holding Y button, we'll charge our sword. And during, with a sword, we have a Fade Slash as well, with a Double Rend, which is the Focus Strike. And an axe mode, we've got a Rising Slash, Elemental Discharge with B, the Amped Elemental Discharge, the Morph Slash, and the Focus Slash. It doesn't matter in the end, you know? It is kind of complicated, after all. It's one of the more complex weapons. IMO. Let's do a Chedacabra.
That looks like a good place to set up camp.
And we'll equip a Gunlance for this. And speed up. collect that. We'll head over to the Chadacabra.
You're facing me, big guy.
Right. This already feels much faster. Guard first, right here. And there's the worm-stake cannon. Right there. Which destroys a wound as well immediately. Wow. And again, like we did a lot of damage.
That's one furious foe.
Looks like a mini Garum Golem when it does that. It's kind of cute. Charge, and there we go. Oh boy. This one's very tiny, by the way. Here we go. Come on, man. Okay. So we basically shoot out our load, and then we'll hit the road. It's just that. So we can thrust here, and then there's a finisher too. Wound destroyed. The drill attack seems so good, man. We do a backstab of sorts during that, which is pretty interesting. It was nearly done charging too. Oh. And we're drilling. And then the finisher. Take care of it with a bunch of thrusts.
Looks like it's
It's an interesting one. Like Gunlance feels weird because it doesn't really mash well together, in my opinion, with the guarding and no counters. But although we might be automatically countering, actually, I'm not sure.
Might be able to use them as a trap.
This way to the shop.
Yeah, I think that counts as a counter, doesn't it? I'm not sure. Ogre finisher. Here we go. Do that again. Wyvern fire. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. That was nice. That was a nice hit right there into the trap as well. Like, it feels good with the focus mode in mind.
Please don't let it spot me.
But like, it feels missing. Like it's missing something, you know? Specifically the counters, but maybe that's something that I just don't know. Maybe it does automatically counter. You can let me know about that. Oh, and we got it. Cool. It seems like I'm complaining a lot, but I liked the lands, the normal lands actually more than the Gunlance. And I know it sounds wild because the Gunlance sounds, like in concept at least, as if it's just a lance with a gun. But no, it's like missing a lot of what makes the lance cool, you know? Okay, we're switching over to the other weapon, our last one for the showcase. And then... Oh, look, it's the Raidao. We're not going to go to that one. There's another Chatacabra. Let's do that one.
Calm the mind and focus.
Posting quest. See how it goes.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Quest info.
Monster ahead. Better stay quiet.
We only have 30 minutes left for this.
I gathered some materials
We have
too.
only 30
Check
minutes
your secrets
period
pouch.
for this quest. I wonder if that's because of a star level.
The terrain here looks like a natural trap.
So... Oh boy. Sword and shield turned into axe. more of a hammer, I guess, for now.
Careful! That's one furious
This
foe.
one's very difficult to hit. Come on.
Fierce as a cat.
Oh boy. And we transformed. Amped elemental discharge. How do I do it? Oh, there we go. Oh, that did a lot of damage. We have to be kind of close to it. But then when it's far away, we'll do the overhead slashes. And this is the Savage Chainsaw mode, yes. Monster Hunter Rise and World also has that. But it's like hard to get there. Double rend. And now that we're here, we'll use up the files that we built up earlier to then sustain this axe mode. Interesting. It's definitely very difficult to hit. Let's do this for now.
Over here, Bob. I'm your target.
Here we go. White. It doesn't help that I'm facing the wrong way. Amped elemental discharge.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Okay, let's head out. It's again like that's. I theoretically should love this weapon, but I find it a bit difficult to understand when I'm supposed to do what. Also, on a completely unrelated note, in Monster Hunter Rise you've got either the Palamute with you or your Palico when you're playing with others. So it's nice over here to have a Sacred as a non-combatant, because then you don't need to
On my way there.
choose between one or the two. Either mobility or all the cool abilities. You know? And we switch over immediately. That seems busted. Double rend.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Here we go. Switch and double rend. I think I'm getting a feel of how long the range is of this and where we have to be a bit careful. There's the double rand again. It's a bit complicated though. Like, it would take a lot of practice. I could see myself playing this a lot. Let's use the flash pod here. Actually, let's not. Let's save it. We mounted the guy, little frog, and here's the finisher. Oh my god, that's metal as fuck. That's brutal as hell. I'm bouncing off.
Looking weak. Almost there.
Why is it that we are bouncing off? Like, our files are empty, I think. Right? So we should be unpowering soon enough, right? But we're not. We're instead bouncing off the attacks. I don't understand. I guess we'll have to switch. Maybe I had to charge up the files with the sword energy we had. I don't know. I don't understand what I'm doing. There's the double rend, and that's GG. Quite honestly, I have no idea what I just did and why that didn't work at the end there. Let's return for now. There's a bunch of updates, update marks and stuff like that, but I'm afraid that I'll probably won't have it more time since I've got university tomorrow and I have to head home. Head there in the morning, meaning that I won't be able to stay up for another hour here to play more. I'll probably make a tier list of sorts of weapons and how much I enjoyed them. But yeah, today we ended up checking out the following weapons. Let's go into the play guide for this. We ended up checking out the dual blades, the lance, gunlance, and charge blade. Charge blade seems a bit complicated. Maybe I just didn't understand something there with the charging up your sword, shield, or axe, and the files and all of that. It just seems too complicated to approach, if that makes sense. Which is why I never got into it. Switch axe feels like the same thing, but much easier to understand. You power up your... you fill up your sword gouge by doing axe mode attacks, and then in sword mode you expend the sword gouge to fill up your elemental attacks, which you then can use for extra hits and stuff like that, you know? It's pretty nice. The charge blade has got like 4 or 5 different systems in it that I just don't understand. I don't think that it needs all of that shebang, you know? Just make it that you build up file charges, like in Monster Hunter Rise. Build up file charges to then unleash axe mode. And in axe mode, you then can perform all the cool stuff that is actually pretty difficult to do as well, because you're basically wielding a great sword in a way, you know? Without the charges, that is. That said, I did enjoy the lance a lot, surprisingly, especially with the counters and all of that. You need to get the timing right, but it feels really good to get into that head-to-head power struggle against the monster, especially because the lance doesn't seem to deal little damage, and I took barely any damage with it. The Gunlance, however, felt like it was missing all of that. Yes, it had a gun inside of it and this wormstake cannon that you can use, but it didn't feel... I didn't feel the oomph. Like in Monster Hunter World, I like Gunlance more than in Lance. It was practically the same thing as here, but it felt a bit more meaningful. I don't know, there was more impact behind your shotgun shells and stuff. And dual blades I don't like. They're just too simple. It's not my style to just mash a button over and over and over again. It's the same reason why I didn't like the sword and shield too much, you know? Same reason why I didn't like the heavy bowgun as much as I liked the light bowgun. Light bowgun, not as much as the bow. The bow combos are pretty simple, but you have to manage your stamina a lot more because you use up stamina as you attack, and you also have to dodge using that same stamina. So it's either attacking or dodging, you know? You have to kind of figure out what you do, and that's why I like the bow so much, you know? Insect Glaive was pretty great. Hunting Horn was fantastic. I'm gonna main this one. Hammer was fun. I'm probably not gonna main it though, even though I did enjoy it. Longsword was also fun, also not gonna main it probably though. And I might play it every now and then. I might just make some katana and then play that here and there. And Greatsword, actually a lot of fun. Like, I could see myself using this one as well a lot. Especially once I've got more knowledge. But yeah, that was Monster Hunter Wilds. This was the open beta. If you want to play the game for yourself, you'll have to wait until there's a new beta test or until the game is out. Hope you enjoyed these. If you'd like to see more Monster Hunter on here, let me know. And I'll maybe do some Rise hunts or World hunts and record them and stuff. Because I haven't played World in ages, and I have been meaning to maybe do a horn-only playthrough of Monster Hunter World, and perhaps a playthrough of... Like, I did do Rise primarily with Switch Axe, but I was thinking of maybe uploading some attempts of harder fights, etc. in Rise, here and there. as just something with background noise where I'll talk over it and whatnot. I don't know. We'll see. If that's something you'd like to see, let me know. And yeah, this was Magi. I hope you had a fantastic time. I'll see you around. Actually, can I end on... I don't want to see all these guys in my game. I'd love it if I could just play the game solo. And in fact, all the other games also required an internet connection, you know, on PC at least. Monster Hunter Rise and World required an internet connection. But even when you played solo, which was unnecessary, like I didn't get it. Why did... Oh, the game just closed itself straight up. Well, over here. Straight up closed itself. I didn't expect that. Boop. No, what I wanted to say was I hope that they get rid of that. Same with like the lobbies. You can issue a quest and then just solo the quest, but like I don't think there should be any need to have those players running around everywhere, you know? Especially since there will be 100-person lobbies. I get the idea behind it, you know, instead of populating the world with lots of NPCs that don't have any voice lines, why not have lots of hunters in there that are actual players that you can talk to and whatnot? But my issue is that some people have blue skin and I don't like that. Like literally just, it breaks immersion a little bit when you see people going around with joke characters and stuff like that, you know? Like my character's a joke character, but it's still trying to look like an in-world character, you know? So that's something that I struggle with, you know? I wish I could change it. Maybe it was also just the beta test that had that, where you literally just join a lobby that already exists and then you have to solo afterwards, and people can still join though, which is weird. I found that, and I hope they change that. Or I hope that at least they'll give us an option. What I do like is that they don't have a gathering hub, because there was no reason why there should be a gathering hub area as well as the normal hub area, you know? It was nice that there was like, it's just a unified area. That's kind of cool. I like that, especially since there will be more than 4-player co-op, you know? Although it seems that only 4 people can go on a quest together. And since a quest automatically starts when you start a hunt, I guess, I don't know why the 100-person lobbies are around, you know? It's kind of weird. I'll have to see what they'll do with that in the future, I guess, when the game is out fully. Maybe there will be hunts that support more than 4 players in them, you know, kind of raid bossy and stuff like that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like. Feel free to explain to me why the Gunlance is amazing, what I did wrong with the charge blade, etc. I would love to know. Like genuinely, I have no clue why all my attacks started deflecting all of a sudden, even when my weapon was hardened, like sharpened and everything. And yeah, I'll see you around. Until next time, bye-bye.